Every level of an AI engineer's career salary breakdown 2026. Imagine waking up tomorrow, walking into your office, only to discover that's your job no longer exists. Not because the company failed, not because you were fired, but because an artificial intelligence system can now do your work faster, cheaper, and sometimes even better. Just a few years ago, AI could barely answer simple questions. It writes software, creates movies, designs buildings, diagnoses diseases, drives cars, and even helps scientists discover new medicines. The world isn't asking anymore, will AI change our future? The real question is, who will build that future? Behind every intelligent robot, every self-driving car, every AI assistant, every recommendation on Netflix, every search result, and every breakthrough AI model, I am an AI engineer, the architects of the next technological revolution. But here's the question. How does someone go from writing their very first line of Python to earn over $900,000 a year, building the world's smartest machines? We're breaking down every level of an AI engineer's career, from a complete beginner to Chief AI Officer. Let's begin. Intro. Artificial intelligence is no longer the future. It's the present. Every day, billions of people interact with AI without even realizing it. When your phone unlocks using your face, that's AI. When YouTube recommends your next video, that's AI. When Google predicts what you're about to type, that's AI. When a self-driving car recognizes a pedestrian, that's AI. And when a doctor uses AI to detect cancer earlier than ever before, lives are saved. Because of AI engineers, companies around the world are investing hundreds of billions of dollars into artificial intelligence. Not because it's a trend, but because AI is becoming the foundation of almost every industry. Healthcare, finance, education, manufacturing, entertainment, transportation, cybersecurity, even space exploration. But despite all the excitement, very few people actually understand what AI engineers do. Many people think they spend all day talking to chatbots or typing random prompts. The reality, it is completely different. AI engineers don't just use artificial intelligence. They build it, train it, improve it, and teach machines how to solve problems that once required human intelligence. And every expert starts exactly the same way, with curiosity. Level 1, AI Intern. Every AI engineer begins here, not with $1 million salary, not with groundbreaking inventions, and definitely not with building the next ChatGPT. They'd begin with questions. How does a computer recognize a face? How does it understand language? How can a machine learn from experience without being explicitly programmed? At first, the answers seem impossible. There are unfamiliar concepts everywhere. Python, linear algebra, statistics, neural networks, machine learning, deep learning, data, algorithms. It feels overwhelming, like learning an entirely new language. Most beginners think the hardest part is learning AI. It isn't. The hardest part is learning how to think like an engineer. Because AI isn't magic. It's mathematics, data, logic, and thousands of tiny decisions working together. As an AI intern, you spend your days cleaning messy data sets, writing simple Python scripts, testing machine learning models, watching senior engineers solve problems, and making mistakes. Lots of mistakes. But every mistake teaches you something new. Because of artificial intelligence, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the training process. Level 2, Junior AI Engineer. One day, something changes. You're no longer just learning. You're building. Your first real AI model probably isn't evolutionary. It won't change the world. In fact, it might barely work. Maybe it predicts house prices. Maybe it recognizes handwritten numbers. Maybe it classifies cats and dogs. Simple projects. Small victories. But every successful prediction builds your confidence. For the first time, you realize the machine is actually learning from data you gave it. That's the moment everything clicks. You stop seeing AI as science fiction and start seeing it as for engineering. As a junior AI engineer, your responsibilities grow quickly. You write production-ready Python code. You build machine learning pipelines, prepare data sets, train models, test different algorithms, improve accuracy, reduce errors, and spend countless hours trying to improve a model by just 1%. Because sometimes, that 1% can save a company millions of dollars. You also discover something most beginners never expected. Building the AI model is actually the easy part. Preparing clean data, it takes far longer. Experienced engineers often say, garbage in, garbage out. Even the world's smartest AI cannot learn from bad data. So you spend hours removing duplicates, fixing missing values, correcting labels, improving data sets, and again, until the model finally performs well. Slowly, your salary starts growing too, from around $80,000 to nearly $130,000 per year. But money isn't the biggest reward. The biggest reward is watching something that once existed only in your imagination actually work. And that's when you're ready for the next level. Level 3, AI Engineer Beginning. After a few years, you're no longer following tutorials. You're solving real business problems. Companies don't hire you because AI sounds exciting. They hire you to solve problems that humans alone cannot solve efficiently. Now, your models are helping banks detect fraud before it happens, helping hospitals analyze medical images within seconds, helping online stores recommend exactly the products customers are most likely to buy, helping factories predict machine failures before expensive breakdowns occur. Every model you build starts affecting thousands, sometimes millions, of people's lives. And suddenly, the pressure changes. It's no longer about writing code. It's about making decisions those people will trust. Because when AI makes a mistake, the consequences can be enormous. A wrong medical prediction, a false fraud alert, a self-driving car, making the wrong decision. That's why great AI engineers don't just build intelligent systems. They build responsible ones. Level 3, AI Engineer Continue. The biggest surprise is that AI, it is rarely built by one person. Behind every successful AI product is an entire team. Data scientists, machine learning engineers, software engineers, cloud engineers, product managers, researchers. And now, you're one of them. Your models are no longer running on your laptop. They're deployed on powerful cloud servers, serving millions of users around the world. Every time someone searched on my get a movie recommendation, uses a voice assistant, or translate a language, there's a good chance an AI model like yours is working behind the scenes. And with that responsibility, another challenge. Scale. A model that works for 1,000 users may completely fail when 100 million people use it at the same time. Now, you're optimizing performance, reducing latency, lowering cloud costs, improving accuracy, and making AI systems reliable enough for the real world. Because in production, almost perfect isn't good enough. It has to work every single second. By this stage, many AI engineers earn between $140,000 and $220,000 per year. But for the best engineers, that it is only the beginning. Level 4, Senior AI Engineer. A few more years pass, and something changes. People stop asking you how to write code. They start asking how to solve impossible problems. You're no longer responsible for one feature. You're responsible for entire AI systems. Junior engineers look at you for guidance. Your code reviews can improve an entire team's work. Your architectural decisions can affect products used by millions. This is where technical skill becomes leadership. You spend less time typing code and more time designing solutions, mentoring engineers, reviewing models, planning infrastructure, and preventing mistakes before they happen. Because fixing a problem after deployment can cost millions. Preventing it costs almost nothing. Senior AI engineers also begin working with cutting-edge technologies, large language models, computer vision, generative AI, multi-agent systems, autonomous robotics, real-time AI, and distributed AI platforms. These are the technologies driving the next generation of innovation. By now, your total compensation can reach $250,000 to $400,000 a year, especially at leading AI companies. But if you think this is the highest level, think again. Because the next step, it isn't just about building AI. It's about designing the future of an entire organization. Level 5, AI Architect. At this level, you're no longer asking, can we build this? You're asking, how should we build it? An AI architect rarely spends the entire day writing code. And instead, they design entire AI ecosystems. Imagine building not one AI model, but hundreds, all working together. One model understands language. Another recognizes images. Another predicts customer behavior. Another detects fraud. Another powers virtual assistants. And somehow, all of them must work together perfectly. That's your responsibility. Every decision you make affects thousands of employees, millions of customers, and sometimes entire industries. One poor design choice can cost a company millions of dollars. One smart decision can save years of development. This is why AI architects spend more time thinking than typing. Because the most expensive mistake isn't bad code, it's bad architecture. By this stage, many AI architects earn between $300,000 $500,000 per year. But the journey still isn't over. Level 6, Head of AI. Now, You stop managing projects. You start leading entire AI teams. Dozens, sometimes hundreds, of AI engineers, researchers, data scientists, and machine learning engineers look at you for direction. Your calendar is filled with strategy meetings, product planning, hiring decisions, research discussions, and one very important question: what should we build next? Technology moves faster than ever. What looks revolutionary today could become outdated within months. So your job isn't just building AI. It's making sure your company never fall behind. Every decision shapes the future of the business. By now, your total compensation can exceed $600,000 a year, especially at the world's leading AI companies. But there's still one final level. Level 7, Chief AI Officer. Very few people ever reach this stage, because this role isn't about the smartest programmer. It's about becoming the person who decides how artificial intelligence will shape an entire company. As a Chief AI Officer, you don't just approve projects. You define the company's AI vision. You decide where billions of dollars will be invested, which products will use AI, which risks are acceptable, and how AI can improve every department: marketing, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, customer support, security, everything. At this level, you're not competing with other engineers. You're helping shape the future of an entire industry. Your decisions may influence millions of people, and sometimes billions. The salary for top executives at the world's biggest companies, total compensation, can exceed $900,000 per year. Sometimes much more when bonuses and stock awards are included. But here's something most people never realize. The biggest reward was never the paycheck. It was building technology that changes how humanity lives. And the artificial intelligence will never stop evolving. Every year, technology becomes smarter, faster, more powerful, and the people building it will shape the future of our world. But here's something most people still don't understand. The biggest question isn't, will AI replace jobs? The real question is, who will build the AI that replaces them? And maybe, one day, that person could be you. So now, I want to ask you something. Back an index pointing down if you could choose only one career: robot face AI engineer, laptop computer software engineer, shield cybersecurity expert. Which one would you choose, and why? Comment below. I read every single comment, and your answer might even inspire our next documentary. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because every week we're breaking down the world's highest paying careers, from a complete beginner to the very top. This is Career Theory. We'll see you in the next one. Rock it.